Ready yet.
Jillian, she's totally feeling it. She's in her element here.
Looks like some flowers and junk.
Flowers and straight lines.
Alright.
It's her. Jillian Bell is one of our tech reps. She's been a tech rep now for 5 years. Comes from Minneapolis area. We brought Jillian here because it was on her bucket list.
You're okay. Keep walking.
Fresh made squeaky cheese.
Around this corner there's this big glass wall and there's these big tubs. These guys are making cheese curds. And I think I have an inherent ability to find them wherever I am.
Jillian. Cheese curds. Squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
Handmade squeaky cheese.
Have you ever had squeaky cheese? You gotta try some.
What's squeaky about it?
Shit's squeaking out when you chew.
If it doesn't, am I chewing it wrong?
It's squeaking.
It's like a hard mozzarella, like polio.
Squeaky cheese.
Call it what you want.
Very nice.
I love neon. I love all the chaos, all the colors, all the shapes, the lines, the textures, the gritty scenes of the city. It's just so alive. There's people walking around all over the place. It's a fish market, and I like Pike's Place.
I like it's really claustrophobic with tons of people here. It's really
So you don't like people, you don't like heights, you don't like wide open spaces. What do you like?
being alone. I can't help that. I'm more of a landscape guy. Coming here and seeing a building like that, it takes me a few minutes. We brought Jillian Bell here. It's right in her wheelhouse. I don't know. They're both pretty good. I like that over there.
I like that yours looks like a guy that's actually walking down the street.
He actually was supposed to be like that.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
They have a gum wall here.
Did you bring any gum?
Everybody sticks their gum on it.
Are you going to contribute to the gum wall?
I'm gonna add my gum to it.
Pay $5 to lick the gum wall.
For $10, I'll put my nose up against it.
You'll sniff other people's gum. That's weird. That's really weird.
For hours.
It's gum on a wall.
Look at this. It's color, it's shape, it's texture.
Everything you love in the perfect photograph wrapped up.
I know!
True human feet. That's right, $10, you're gonna sniff the gum.
Do I really have to? This is disgusting. Should I do it?
Oh yeah. Right. I feel like you should. I don't see the disgust in your face. That's the most disturbing photo I think I've taken in about 10 years. This is just disturbing.
It's beautiful.
I'm not sure if I would go that far, but it is disgusting. Who wants a piece of gum?
Why do I need a piece? We have all the gum right here.
Have some gum.
No,
Try this.
no, you're good.
Andre, I think you need some gum. Just saying.
Want to put my gum on the wall?
No, I don't want to put your gum on the wall. You put your gum on the wall. It's like we're under a big chair.
I know.
We're under it.
I gotta take a shower. I gotta go back to the hotel.
This whole thing is wrong.
I do like going shooting with other photographers who have completely different styles than my own. Where when you've got someone standing next to you that's in the same place at the same time, but their photos look completely different than yours because their vision is completely different.
When you go out with a group of people shooting, sometimes one of them sees something.
Great spot, Andre.
What?
And then maybe they cherry pick images off of the same subject.
You really are an idiot.
You guys work hard.
Whether or not Ken has the best picture or Jillian has a great image, everyone can learn a new perspective.
Today we're going off to Mount Rainier, looking for some wildflowers. Apparently there's an incredible bloom going on this year. Unfortunately, this is the Pacific Northwest. And surprise, it's raining. We're just hoping the rain and the wind holds off long enough that we can get in some shooting.
Are we on the mountain?
No,
Are we near the mountain?
we're kind of near the mountain.
Are we coming round the mountain? No?
A lot of times when you travel, you just get really bad weather and you can't control it. It's up to Mother Nature to give you what she wants, and you just have to work around that. I got a waterfall, which was kind of nice. Myrtle Falls, I believe it was called. Nice little waterfall. It's actually really nice when it's cloudy because you don't have the highlights of a sunny day. Got some stuff. It wasn't a total washout.
We came to Mount Rainier, and I was all excited to see this great mountain. And on one hand, no, I didn't see it at all. But on the other hand, have I been having a good time? Yes, definitely a great time. Did I get to see the mountain? No, but I know it's there. I know I'll be back, so it's okay.
This is prime example of how I'm André Sherpa. He goes into my bag, finds whatever he wants, and he's gone. He's in the wildflower zone right now.
Usually to get one good picture that I think is exemplary when it comes to the flower things, it could be 10 pictures, could be 100 pictures, could be more than 100.
What separates André and I taking these macro images is his dedication to a single subject. He'll look at one flower for a half hour taking pictures of it, just trying to get the right light, the right angle. Like 635 images later, he got that one. I don't have that patience to sit there and stare at one flower for an hour and a half.
You lose track of time and you just are focused on the subject. And for me, it's almost like a meditation, and so I can spend 10 minutes or a half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes on one simple subject, just taking images of it, kind of looking at it differently, different angles, sort of studying it. And as much as I like getting a really great image, so much of the enjoyment comes from the process itself. I mean, I think we could probably make a short movie called Channeling Ken Hubbard.
Maybe a mockumentary?
Poor Ken Hubbard, that's me.
It's just so intense.
I am intense.
You're intense?
Oh, can't you see? Look at those eyes.
Is it a scary feeling,
No,
channeling Ken?
that, yes. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating.
There's so much talent that's sitting next to me right now.
She's right about that.
Let me try that again. There's so much talent that's sitting next to me right now that I look up to him. I admire him. I love his work.
I can't.
Hey, Anyway, so I'm sorry that you had to channel Ken, because I think it was probably pretty uncomfortable.
That was a dark place. It was a dark place. I wanted to be up on a mountain all by myself.
Last day here in Washington, we got up and it was cloudy again. So we decided to do something a little different today. To go out and take a little classic train ride.
All in all, it was a really neat experience. I mean, being on an old train like that, the clickety-clack of the rails. I know Ken and I were bounding back and forth to the different sides of the trains because something would come up. It's like, oh, look at that. And we'd run over and try to capture it. And then, oh, wait, look over there. And we'd run over and try to capture it.
The light was really nice inside the car. And I was sitting on the benches across from André and Jillian. And when I looked over, the light that was hitting them was beautiful. And so what I did is I framed them inside the window of the rail car. I also wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to create this sense of movement. So I slowed down my shutter speed, and with a 1/4 of a second exposure, the movement of the train caused the blurring of the background outside. That came out really quite beautiful, I think.
There was a gentleman that worked in the train yard, and I approached him and I said, is it possible that I could just take a couple pictures of your overalls and your dirty train hands? And he was very agreeable to that.
So the Mount Rainier train turned out to be a really wonderful ending to a great trip with André and Jillian.
You know what this trip really makes me want to do?
What?
Sing a song.
Do you see what
Do
I
you see what I see?
what I see?
Do you see what I see?
what I see?
I just don't see
Do
it.
you see what I see? Do you see what? No?
You just sing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it.
I thought it would be a little crowded with the three of us in here. But it has been kind of pleasant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never
Not too bad.
laughed so hard or learned so much.
A tree standing in the cold. And there are clouds and clouds and there's clouds.
You good?
I think it's time for us to go home.
I think it's time for us to go home.
There are also lots of clouds. A tree surrounded by a tree. And then another tree.
There are lots and lots of trees.
Yeah, that was the song. That's what I was hoping for. That was very nice.
Nailed it!